helped in shaping the veto going in this direction. But Mapful vs Mapful, not the strongest Viperio at the moment. Also a team that's made changes recently, right, as well, right? This isn't the same Viperio that we've seen in the past, the team that kind of qualified through Prem. They've kept the same core 3 players, Brandon, but they made 2 other changes coming into this.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we can jump into the game. A little update, Viperio won the knife round, which is why they're starting on this CT side. But you're right. It's the core of the Arctic Raptors boys, who are now known as Raptors, who have now moved to Viperio. Regan, MMS, Zodi. They're the guys I want to keep your eye on because they are exceptional. Regan, incredibly young talent in the UK. MMS has got a wealth of experience. They've got 2 new guys, Mango, Pandito. I'm excited to see what they look like because I haven't really seen them play all that much. CT side kicks off underway for Viperio. Dual Berettas in connector for Mango, and a lot of players here for alternate attacks as they edge their way up towards the stairs.
These Dual Berettas gonna have to do a lot here. I was like, often leading the charge and leads the charge into this round. Opening kill onto Mango. Didn't get to fire off the dualies. That peak was sharp. Now it's an upgrade. So Dual Berettas passing over to the T side. Zodi looking to see if someone comes along, and he's going to be hearing this. The rest of his team is over towards B. Ooh, might have caught timing, but spotted just as the edges out around that corner.
And this is where it gets complicated because, in theory, Goody could have hung around, but I like this from Pandito. He jump spots over towards short and understands that, look, this is going to be a commitment into the bomb site. Flashbang, not good enough. Regan will find a kill. MMS as well, but the Glocks are starting to overwhelm. It's the manpower of alternate attacks have earned themselves this bomb site. And whilst it was a good initial defense, it all falls on Zodi's shoulders.
Yeah, nice couple of kills. So they managed to kind of entice alternate attacks into going to the site that was stacked with reinforcements. Zodi has a pretty unfavorable 1 versus 3. No kit. They're not facing either. Doesn't have the information on where they could be. They're going to swing 1 by 1. aTTaX gets that final kill. And alternate attacks pick up the pistol.
Yeah, nice job from alternate attacks, and why it gets complicated there as well is because you have aTTaX that was lurking out towards long. Agudi could have hung around in towards the top of connector toilets, applied pressure towards Zodi, and that would have confused rotates, but fortunately enough, the jump spot came in, Viperio unable to hold the line, unfortunately, and they're just going to full eco. Oh, whilst we've got the eco, this is a little bit of a full circle moment for me, Lucy, because my first ever cast, ever, featured MMS, and now we're here. ESL conference spot, Pro League on the line.
How long ago was that, Brandon?
Well.
Would have been almost 2 years exactly, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah, 2 years-ish.
Okay, well this little stack, little Strata stack, a different position outside bathrooms has worked out for a kill. Yeah, the spike's being held by the Galil, which plenty of bullets to be able to hold back. Oh, jumping Mach 10, MMS gets a nice kill. So that's a Galil that can be recovered. Not sure how much you want the Mach 10. And yeah, MMS trying to tease a little bit more of a fight. But they're happy with what they found.
Yeah, look, he got $600. Regan's now got a Galil. For alternate attacks, obviously spoken a little bit about Viperio. We'll touch more just on these players a little bit later, but it's also important to look at alternate attacks as well. Orzek is a player that I feel like the changes in CS2 should benefit him greatly. Very mechanical, a player that loves to take a fight, and someone's really got to kind of step up in this role for alternate attack. Someone's got to be that guy to be the playmaker. aTTaX is a very different AWPer to Slacks, so therefore I feel like there's a lot more opportunities where it comes to sort of the rifling endeavors and sort of the responsibility for initiation. I feel like Orzek is definitely that guy for alternate attacks, but like he picks up the mantle. If he starts swinging and getting a little bit aggressive and he relies in his aim, there's definitely a gem to be uncovered. We've not seen the full potential of Orzek yet.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy watching Orzek and the opportunities I've had to cover his games in the past, but this round, not going to get to see too much of him. He's removed early from that boost. aTTaX gets one back onto Regan, who continued to push forward, and Bruce is just going to walk through a smoke. Almost actually found success from it. A wild one there with the M4, but keeping the advantage. Viperio. And further damage done onto Panics. So he dodges utility, dodges bullets, and backs on out.
Yeah, really good setup right now for Viperio. And they could also reset a counter flash over towards short, trying to indicate presence, but nothing is actually making a move. Bandito just slides in over towards the waters. Now got a crossfire with MMS. Two-player even split. A re-smoking towards Monster is going to delay things here for alternate attacks, and they were looking to go B. They still might end there, but it's going to be delayed. And all this time that Viperio are wasting is more opportunity for them to gather more information and potentially get this rotator Zodi back down towards the B-bomb site.
Towards water. A nice angle, but a good swing from Goody. MMS feeling the pressure under Pillar, and he can't find the kill. Somehow Goody gets another. And that's the pathway through. The rotations come on over, but no way to deny just yet. The bomb at default, there's no utility, nothing that can stop it. Somehow, despite the advantage that Viperio had, they've let it slip by. Alternate attacks have found a way in. And Zodi looks to run back into this round. Good kill into Perks from that boost. They know his play is still stuck towards default, and Panics gets up a kill. Goody goes for the swing, but the retake is fantastic. Viperio getting on the board.
Yeah, really important jump spot right at the tail end of as the boost's being dismantled. Zodi spots the player at back Monster, communicates that over, and they just isolate every single one of those gunfights. A deserved round, because they made it theirs to start with. A 5 versus 3. They were really worried about whether it was going to end A or MB. They started to get a little bit inquisitive towards Monster, but that's exactly the time that alternate attacks looked to strike. Good entries onto the bomb site by Goody, but ultimately it wasn't enough. A hard-fought retake, but one in which Viperio will take solace from.
Bomb plant though. Alternate attacks still have what they need to keep fighting. But a missed Molotov it looked like towards Playground. They're able to get past it without damage at the very least. A 3-player lean from the CT side over towards A. Suspecting that might be a bit of focus here. It's double long setups, interesting as well, but I think without contact they are going to start to move pieces about. Mango. Or Mango, depending how you want to pronounce it. Is gone. Mango to his death.
Yeah. Zodi now has a lot to do at the back of the bomb site. That was a team flash, but it doesn't matter. Goody still finds it. MMS now lurking in towards toilets, but Perks is holding for him. No stone unturned. Out towards long and out towards toilets. Alternate attacks completely dismantle this defense that was quite frontal facing for Viperio. Looking to get a little bit aggressive. And they got too overextensive. This has to be a save now. They've gone from winning the round to immediately losing. Economic burden is now back with them. So alternate attacks reinvested in. Keeping 5 alive as well is amazing for this T-side economy. And it hurts to see if you're representing the UK flag. Because once again, you've got to talk about it. Overpass, a very CT-sided map, and the fact that we've already got 3 rounds from alternate attacks so early on, they're dictating all of the pressure. They're setting the tempo of these rounds. This is quite scary for Viperio.
Yeah, and I feel like alternate attacks didn't do anything particularly special that round.
No.
They kind of just slow crawled their way through A and just did contact plays across the map, and they found each of those kills. Just had a good read on how Viperio were going to respond to the situation. Despite having 3 players over towards A, they aren't really able to get too much done, unfortunately. Safe weaponry, they're able to get a reasonable buyout. 157 in the mix, but not so bad.
Alright, different boost. MMS can see in towards connector, and he spots the players. Spam not quite going to connect at the moment, and space being afforded up to alternate attacks, but that means Zodi's going to move more over towards long. Hasn't got the support though of his teammates. Very isolated and on his own.
Unfortunately, MS fired off a little bit too early. Now he played a bit more patiently, and freeze it, Orzek. Able to do a bit of damage over towards B, but Zodi catching that lurk keeps it in a 3-on-3. MMS is sole defender on B, but alternate aTTaX rooting back over towards A. Mango hasn't budged from here, and Zodi is still out towards long.
Yeah, the reason why they're here as well is because MMS pushed Monster. He just looked in the entrance of it and saw that there was no one facing him. Can't hear anything in towards short. We might as well lean Zodi round the corner. That could have been the bomb dropped. Instead, it is confirmed information. MMS will now need to get his running shoes on because alternate aTTaX are executing.
Get a single 5-7 is all that's here to defend. Mango just wants to get round towards Flowers, and he's able to find a kill on his way there. Almost a second. Huge amount of damage done, and MMS has to come up big in the clutch, swinging on through, almost gets the kill. The Panics just about finds it. Look at the health on those final two players. But alternate aTTaX stands strong against the force buy from Viperio, and that has reset the CT economy.
That's heartbreaking. They had everything. They had the right setup. They had the right read. They didn't have the weaponry. That was the one thing that was missing. That was nearly the conversion. MMS tries his best, but can't unfortunately connect the dots, and that leads Viperio now onto the full reset, just armed with pistols. All of them upgraded bar Mangoes. And a stack on B, and once again, it's this default we've been seeing round after round from alternate aTTaX. Two players in connector, taking the space. One player out wide, this time Goody not on his own, towards long, coming through party, grouping with his team to make sure that, well, none of these rifles can be taken away for free.
Moment looks like they're just going to avoid this stack. You're not spotting anything at this stage. You just walked on through. Easy as you like it. Be diligent, making sure that nobody is in any of these cheeky little angles. No one's perching towards long, and the CTs will start to move on up, but the most threatening thing they have is a couple of 5-7s. No armor either, and the bomb is making its way in, being planted. They might try and swarm the side here with these pistols, see if they can do some damage. Back to boost up for MMS to peer on over. Zodi actually finds a kill through the smoke. This boost still not finding anything. Panics hasn't budged from truck. No need to move, really. Alternate aTTaX. Like they're gonna get their fifth. Not too many casualties just yet. Panic's getting one more. One by one, they're slowly falling. MS finally gets to get involved with this boost, but not quite able to find what he wants until the very tail end, where he does get one kill. But that AK is not going to be saved.
Not going to be saved whatsoever. And this is the danger of picking Overpass against a team like alternate aTTaX, because they are just extremely proficient of it. Tactical timeout being cool because, look, the investment's about to come in for Viperio, and the biggest thing I'm noticing so far is that everyone is quite individual in the moves that they make from Viperio. It feels like whilst there are still defenders on the bomb site, they aren't really moving in tandem. I really want to compare and contrast this to what we saw out of Sampi, and that was they are flashing each other in, they are moving as a unit to just try and invite this trade space in. It feels like this is quite individual at the moment out of Viperio, and that needs to change. You've got the investment, you've got an AWP out for Mango as well. Maybe he can be the point man. Take his peaks. The spawn isn't the best for middle, but maybe he could take it out towards long, looking towards playground. There's a spawn potential for him to go in towards short. A lot of options here, but innovation is needed.
So the salt can get done. Another boost being deployed over on the B-bomb site. MMS has a nice little angle here, but it should be aware that these boosts like to come on through. Panics' toes get a little tickle. MS gets up in his business, but Perks has found Zodi. So already an opening coming through for alternate aTTaX.
This is where it starts to get a little bit dangerous. It looks like they know that aTTaX is in the corner. Good incendiary. And Pandito finishes the job. Okay, 4 versus 4. But 3 defenders still lie in wait on B, but Mango on A. Make sure that alternate aTTaX have to come into this stack. Flashbangs are good. But the kills not yet being found. Alternate aTTaX, they're going to commit into this. This is a good looking round for Viperio.
Yeah, 3 defenders here. Alternate aTTaX trying to force their way through. Pandito's able to stay alive. Fall on back, drop the defensive smoke. keep them at bay. Now, the teams might just take a pause, see if there's any flank coming through, anyone that's going to give them an opportunity. But MMS, he's the one taking fights. Freeze is felled. It's a 2-on-4 for Panics and Perks.
And that was the bomb dropped as well. So now that's all the information. You don't need to move your setup. You don't need to rotate anyone towards A. And Mango's done such an impeccable job of just gathering all this information. 25 seconds. You don't even go for this if you're alternate attacks in the 4 versus 2. You have what you hold. You keep the AWP on Panic. You keep the AK on Perks. And you get out of there. So a very good response out of Viperio. There's that proactiveness that we were asking for as well. The flashbang MMS has been going close to Monster a few times. This time, we'll convert it into a kill and the round win for his side.
And Mango immediately getting the kill on the AWP as well as soon as it comes out, making sure they can't come back towards A, which keeps them contained over towards B, where MMS can keep poking and prodding at the T side. So Viperio get their second. Also, aTTaX save those 2 rifles on over. Their economy isn't beautiful right now. Certainly enough to keep going for now. No loss bonus on those 2 players that saved on over. Maybe Viperio can start to get the ball rolling, which is necessary, as you mentioned, on the CT side, given how this map generally plays out.
Oh, this time no boost, just spams. And the grenades as well affected Goody. So early damage falling in favor of Viperio. A very passive line out of alternate attacks here. They are taking connector still, but they're doing it with a lot more patience. Perks this time doesn't find Zodi in connector. He's all the way out towards front bathrooms. Mango on his own over towards long, but boosted up, definitely can escape. The smokes litter in towards the front side of bathrooms. Also attacks now plan their next move, but most importantly, if you look at the setup for Viperio, it hasn't moved whatsoever. So all of this initiation, it has to come from the T side.
And without a lot of contact over towards B, say a bit of utility thrown on over, I think MMS is playing actually quite free and coming back and forth. He's spotting from heaven at the moment, so he can be fast on the rotate towards A. This fight towards long is everything. Mango gets the kill into Orzek just as he started to clear. Good flashbang. Mango misses the opportunity. Freeze gets the kill back. And now they can start to accelerate. They can split. Zodi is still here, sitting behind this smoke in towards Divider. Perks is aware of the possibility. And MMS has rotated up. Regan also making his way on over, but they found Zodi. So now it's just these defenders on the side. MMS spots one coming on through. Regan taking that first contact, and MMS can swing for 2. A massive double for MMS. And Perks has a 1 versus 3 on his hands with 10 seconds. He is out of there.
Much better from Viperio. The fact that Mango gets 1 kill, it doesn't matter all that much because he keeps alternate attacks at bay. And again, the same can be said with Zodi. These A players, even though they're so far forward, even though alternate attacks know that they are there, just by the threat of them being there is enough, because it means the rotations can come up over. And when the rotations arrive on B, it is a fantastic crossfire that's been set up. MMS pounces at the slightest contact from Regan. And he's able to double down. 2 rounds in a row. And alternate attacks, they begin to spiral a little bit. Not out of the woods yet for Viperio. 1 final buy before economic reset. And the player that I called out at the beginning of the game saying Orzek, he's the guy to shine, he's only on a Tech 9.
He's just hanging out over towards B as well. No rifle. He's not going to be part of the pivotal force here, just holding that lurk. And Zodi, oh, he was holding for the perfect swing, but Freeze. He's been doing great in finding some of these opening kills and giving them a pathway. It's a pathway straight back to this double duo on B.
Okay.
Ready.
Look at long. Okay, never mind. I thought that was going to be a lot more impactful. MMS does check it. So yet again, you've got this set up on B that doesn't need to move.
Smoke comes through as well. Perfectly timed. Perfectly timed.
Well,
we've got 18 seconds. The smoke's down, guys. There's nothing happening.
Smoke's last 20 seconds now.
Yeah, 20 seconds. That's so real. So, you know, we can just get that mental clock going. I mean, Viperio in a great position this round. And must find that kill over towards A. Didn't spot anything out, so smoke coming down. I feel like a rotation's probably come on over. I'm just guessing, Brandon, about what's going on. I'm feeling good about this round for Viperio. I feel like, you know, if I got out the gemstones, the tarot cards, that's where I'd be at.
Okay. I just got told in my ear from the Beyond that it's a 3-on-1 for Viperio. So
yeah, see, I told you, I felt good.
It's fine.
But the CS spirits were talking to me.
All right, auto attacks are just planted. Hang on a second, let me just... yeah, auto attacks are planted. It's still a 3-on-1. No?
No.
Okay. Well, they won.
Welcome back to Radio Counter-Strike. We're here giving you just the voiceover of what's going on in your game. No visual element, no. We're back with you. It's all here in your screen, in your face. It's Viperio with 4.
And it is Freeze with a Galil. Classic round of Counter-Strike with Viperio. This should be, in theory, the easiest of the lot. Mango does fall back into Divider, spotted by Freeze. 100% spotted, but he still finds the kill onto a Tech 9 player. Not going to be ready for Freeze up close. Mango's dropped the AWP.
Yeah, that's a big kill for Freeze. MMS knows that AWP can get in their hands. It's a free pathway to A. No one is there. They're scrambling, but this pause from the T's they didn't know. So now it's a little bit weird. These Tech 9s, this AWP, this Galil can definitely make this round something.
Oh, that AWP's been spotted.
Oh.
Okay, and he still strafed into it. aTTaX has been given an opportunity. Because now these players need to commit on towards this A-bomb. So I really like this out of MMS and Regan. Start pushing. Start taking the issue. Remember, these guys, they might not even have armor. Regan could take the contact here, and now he confirms to MMS, hey, activate. And there he does. Freeze falls immediately. MMS still being a nuisance. They line up, but unfortunately, it's not enough. Or is it? Zodi in the 1v2.
Got the kit. Got the health. Let's get past an AWP. Oh, and a smoke found and deployed.
Oh,
Norsex walked into it. Why not? Low HP, gotta make a play. Now Zodi is just gonna silently walk past. Orzik has no idea this has happened, but Orzik's gonna walk through the other way. Zodi taps the bomb, the AWP swings and panics, finds the kill. What a round from aTTaX and Viperio. That one stings.
And that one is a clear example of what we've kind of been talking about all half, where you've got the players that are just isolated. They are on their own. We've seen Zodi and Connector so many times get caught off guard. This time it was Mango. To give him credit, he did get the kill, but they're not ready for the second player to be so close. Potentially could have fallen back a little bit, especially because the support was a while away. And that is absolutely backbreaking to the economy of Viperio. Look at it. Just a couple of deagles. But sometimes just a couple of deagles is enough. We've just seen it. For alternate attacks. aTTaX has also just seen a player jump up at party. That one's Zodi, and now he's fallen all the way back.
MMS tagged by the HA. Should be information for Perks. And he's able to clear it. Zodi's deagle. All that keeps alternate attacks out of A. Maybe this push up through Connector can get something done. Regan with the 5-7 gets himself an AK as he takes down Perks. Alternate attacks after pulling off a phenomenal round before. Don't want to be fumbling. As Viperio try and give them a taste of their own medicine.
Well, Freeze has been loud as well in Connector, so that he's trying to pull all of the attention, but Regan's not buying it. He's holding this cross in towards one so he can see them go past. This is make or break. Orzek on the corner. Doesn't he expect it? Yes, he does. And we'll find him. Pandito still here on the 5-7, but the B bomb site, it is open.
But Freeze has also found that A is open. So,
Uh-oh.
they're running back. Oh dear. Pandito. Okay, just the one. It's damage. The Freeze should be able to lock it in. Mango's in heaven, removed from the situation. aTTaX gets a little scary there for a moment, but it looks like they should be able to recover this one without too many issues. Although, oh, no, just the one, but a nice shot under Ozek.
Yeah, that was really nice. That was nearly aTTaX overcomplicating things because Freeze had found the A-bomb site open. Obviously, we've got more information than they do. But nearly ran into a nasty surprise with that 5-7 on water. Mango reacquaints himself with the AWP. Final round of the half here. A chance for Viperio to find 5, or a chance for aTTaX to double the current score of Viperio.
That Regan's angle as well in towards short pipe. That armor, that's always going to be a hard fight. Bit of utility being exchanged. You can see aTTaX have a clear plan for this final round. It's a monster pop. This flashbang from Panic's being set up. Regan with the incendiary. Pandito, though, he's just found them with the bullets. 2 kills. They try and creep in for the contact. They found contact, but it was not a loving embrace. It was bullets to the face, and Perks is able to get one back. But from behind comes Odie. Panics and Freeze, 2 versus 4.
And with no map control, and now the threat of connector as well. It's looking good for the CT side. Panic's now being very vocal. Mango, this is the last place you expect Mango to be. And he secures it, 7-5. A very strong recovery for Viperio as we go to a quick break.
Nightmare. I know you're scared.
We're back. Alternate attacks with 7 at the half. So going to the CT side. Viperio with some moments of brilliance throughout that half. It felt like they really started to get things going. I was very impressed by a few of the particular plays. MMS has been performing exceptionally well, but a difficult T side ahead of them.
However, they're going with the old faithful. 5 players towards B. Mango with the P250. Perks. Okay. That's disgusting. And he gets out alive as well.
He wants more. Oh, back's turned. They're focused over towards the connector where there's some more dualies in play. Mango's P250, able to get 1. Has an idea about what's going on, but this would be an exceptional clutch and you can't find the kill. Freeze locks it down. But it was Perks' dual Berettas that really did the damage.
Yeah, that hurts, but I'll tell you what, you're going to give it a lot of credit to alternate attacks there because they understand the assignment. It's Perks with 1 kill, he gets out, and then there's a flashbang set over the top from another player on B. The connector door opens, your crosshair, if your Viperio, is going back and forth on 180 degrees, and then Perks can just walk in. If you're not blind by the flashbang, you're being hit with the bullets. Really great pistol design from alternate attacks.
Viperio just going to cop the full eco. It's another classic, just run long with Glocks. I think alternate attacks might have an idea on it. Orzek's in a great position just to try and farm up some kills here with the M4. Has some support. Oh, it's going to swing into quite a few players, but Panic's dropping the flames will keep them at bay. Now he can get involved. A few MP9 kills, okay. Let's not get too excited. Now Freeze's turn. Everyone chiming in. As alternate attacks take 9.
Yeah, distributing the wealth, I guess, and just making sure that you're not falling to the Glocks. Don't need to. No unnecessary risks being taken there, apart from Orzek swinging before the flash pops in long. 9-5, first gun round now for Viperio. No AWP for Mango. It's just going to be a full set of AKs going up against somewhat of a bonus. You still got your couple of MP9s, but also littered in 2 M4s and AUG on Panics. Your AWPer operating with the scope weapon.
Interesting. We always love to see an AUG in play. Viperio know what's on the line in this first gun round. Just spreading at the moment. Black smoke forward. Showing a bit of presence over towards B. It's going to bait out some util. There's a boost in play. Panito's plan here is to try and get these pieces to move about. Actually, I think they disassembled the boost. Because it didn't quite work. He wanted to distract them so they'd move around and give that boost an opportunity for a kill.
This is awkward. We'll come back to why in just a second because it's actually worked out okay. Orzek in a prime position to counter from the top of connector, but Viperio, they got 2 kills, and they're also maybe expecting Orzek. Good trade out of MMS. 4 versus 2. A bomb site completely ripe for the take-in. 35 seconds left, and they've reset down B, at least to send Zodi. Because if it's open, we just rotate back immediately. If you get presence, you get contact, accelerate in towards A. And that's exactly what's happening. Viperio can get the bomb down. A 3 versus 2. And with Regan and MS a little bit wounded, there might be a conversation, an argument to be had about potentially going for this view of the CT side.
I'm not sure why the kit dropped, but if they come up to a connector, there are a couple of dead bodies they could scavenge from. It looks like immediately they're going to go for the save. When you look at the money, both of them can drop rifles on over, and they'll have a very convincing buy going into the next round, so it makes sense. Viperio keeping 3 alive also feels good. That's just a really well-timed bit of movement from them.
Yeah.
I really like the idea at the start of trying to bait out some positional for the boost, but in the end, they just catch a good timing up through connector.
Yeah, they really do. And the reason why I was grimacing a little bit in the mid-round and thinking that this might not really go to plan is that MMS threw a molly that was supposed to land in towards Party, and that would have exposed Orzek's positioning. It would have maybe even given a little bit of a head start to Viperio. The alternate attacks were playing very close, but it missed. So Ozek was able just to sit there. It doesn't matter because those players reset through connector and they got churned up by Viperio anyway. So okay, guns come to the table and Viperio are able to take it. But now aTTaX has got an AWP. And now the MP9s have become AKs and A1Ss. It's looking a little bit scary. Our first full gun round in the second half.
Bit of U-shell thrown out early. This smoke has become meta on Overpass. Very disruptive for the T side. And Dude's got a very forward position. He goes for that kind of lurk out towards breach play. Could be very deadly. The focus is for Viperio over towards A, which is the right read. It's just this AWPer that's on the actual top side of the map.
Pandito would have heard them jump off the boost. So he's got good intel that there's definitely players lying in wait, waiting about, which is why, as you mentioned, you got this reset towards long. This is very good, very responsive. Pandito should be dead to rights here, but Orzek doesn't spot him in towards short. So now the push from Monster will come through. This will confirm to alternate aTTaX it's going to be an A play. And aTTaX just needs to set himself up to the point where he can't die easily. But look at this. Viperio, they're rotating back.
What was the trigger that has sent them in this direction? Pandito, the only one that really was able to gather information on players, so something has sent them over here with 20 seconds left. They're going to be bursting in. Flashbang just misses perks and he's able to swing on out. They're getting churned on up in the monster pipe. Pandito catches the great timing to come on out for a double. Mango gets one as well, so maybe there's still something here. But time, an issue. And Orzek still in short, swinging on out, denies that bomb being planted, and Mango picks it up, but I don't think he's got the plant timing. No, can't do it. aTTaX wins through staying alive.
That's so unfortunate for Viperio, because even as they rotate back through to the site, it's Pandito's timing that sets them up. Makes it a 2 versus 2, makes it winnable, but the bomb being denied and Viperio leaving it a little bit too late is ultimately their own downfall. And with the bomb still not being planted, it just means they can't really afford stuff to go along with AK-47, so it's a compromising buy instead. It's Galils, it's Tech 9s, and it's alternate aTTaX with an opportunity, but this is a really big swing round. And it's aTTaX with a big swing on towards Zodi's head, immediately finds the opener. Pandito back in a familiar position.
aTTaX gets the kill and just falls all the way back. Yeah, round before, surprised that it came down so close, to be honest.
Yeah.
It looked like Viperio were just going to get eaten up in Monster with 20 seconds left. So it did well with Pandito being able to find a way into it. Information an issue. It's a similar situation where we've got the same position for Pandito, and we've got these players out towards long.
Ooh, Pandito might receive contact here. Depends where alternate aTTaX wants to go, if they go searching for info. Orzek this time is supporting aTTaX. His jump spotting didn't see anything at long. And that's now misinformation. But it will be confirmed by the utility raining down. aTTaX has a shot, and at the second time of asking, will remove Regan. But yet again, Viperio rotating towards B.
Dito's actually moved around towards Monster, but the lack of any follow-up on towards A, alternate aTTaX, they're not buying it. They know something's up. Utility dropped on forward. Perks is still in towards water. Oh, he's actually dodged past them, so he can still be the unraveler, but MMS finds the kill. Pandito, though, locked on in. Too many players to deal with. And alternate aTTaX get up to 11.
And you're on double stage loss bonus here. You got to eco if you're Viperio. You got to play for OT, surely.
That's brutal. Maybe there's something you could do with some pistols.
Yeah, I mean, maybe running through connector, maybe limit test that a little bit more. You've tried running an end in B, and that hasn't gone too well. The space you've been gathering has been up long, so maybe there's an argument to go there again and just scale with pace. There's Pandito. He finds Panics. That's your AWP gone.
Great kill. That shit's fighting through Monster Pipe. Still 3 CTs here, by the way. Massive lean over, and that's just been the name of the game for alternate aTTaX.
It's a cool jump spot. This is safe as well. Now you can fall back. You can also drop a smoke. Orzek's got to be careful, but yet again has support. They're creeping up close here, Viperio, and alternate aTTaX don't know. But the walk long.
Oh!
Okay. Gets caught. But are you ready now for Orzek? I don't think you are if you're Viperio.
There's no way you're expecting another play there. After you've seen one try and walk long, yeah, Orzek able to swing, but MMS turns around, hits the deagle, and another. Goody hits the deck. And it was just deagles into this round. Sidearms, no armor. And that's what gets Viperio their 7th round.
Now Viperio give me the side eye because I'm telling them that they're playing for OT. No, they're not. What a round. Perks will collect 1, but that's just to save and hold on to his M4. Tightly grasping it. Be interesting to see the economy for alternate aTTaX. There's not going to be much coming into this next round. They haven't got a loss bonus that's been built up or sustained, so you imagine with the round buffer they will invest in. They know the money obviously in this round for Viperio wasn't that great. But it would just be, what, MP9s, pistols? Doesn't feel great. But you're on 1900 loss. You kind of got to dip your toes in.
That's the pathway back through. Yeah, they are going to invest into it. So Viperio could potentially reset alternate aTTaX here.
Oh, what a time to do it as well. That would then, what, be 11-9? Suddenly you've got your confidence back. This game is by nowhere near done.
Triple connector for the CTs.
Okay.
Plenty of T's here, so the fight is going to come through. Oh, straight to them. Oh my god.
What?
It's 2 for 2.
That's the bomb as well. If they push forward, they go deep connector. That is the bomb. Pandito, oh, full blind. Freeze. Can't connect the kill. So now whilst all this pressure is going on, that creates a distraction. Goody will find Pandito, but Mango's been able to get the bomb. This round is weird.
Yeah, because look where MMS is. He's in
Yeah.
the back of the A site. This is a weird round of Counter-Strike. All of this fighting in towards connector
Oh,
left so
timing.
much space everywhere else. MMS finds the kill. His position now noted. I think,
Oh, no.
dear, Mango, I think he was heard. I think he was heard because I saw
Yeah.
him running and I saw movement in connector. So I think the bomb is going to go long to A.
Yeah.
And there's a chance it gets planted there. There's no one to disrupt it. MMS holds in heaven. Feels good for Viperio. It's being planted. We'll keep you updated as we're on
Yeah.
Radio Counter-Strike.
We really are. I just have to apologise for this. Look, also aTTaX, they're going for the retake. Of course they are. It's a force buy, so... CT lose. Okay, so Viperio did win that round, which means that also aTTaX are now reset, which now means that they're on an eco, which means it's what, 11-8? Or as we said, it's going to probably go 11-9. If I know my Counter-Strike, which, I mean, maybe I do, who knows. But it means that Viperio have definitely got a way back into this BO1. Again, sorry for this, guys. I'm not really too sure what's happening, but we're going to get it resolved as soon as possible. And you know what? That might be now. And it is.
Yeah, let's get back in time for this lovely eco. Just the USPs. So, as you forecast, Brandon, we're expecting this to be a 9-11 scoreline for Viperio. They're waiting. They know that the money is where it is.
I'll tell you what, Viperio are 2 for 2 when we've gone back to our faces. Like, they won both those rounds, so... Fair play to them.
I don't know if that... I don't know what to read into that.
I don't know.
It's because you're there. That British face.
Yeah. They're doing it for me.
Do it for Brandon.
They're not.
I got that on my wall.
Right.
You know, like on The Simpsons. Do it for her. Let's do it for B-Dog.
Viperio looking to... I tell you what. If they do this, this would be amazing for them. Because obviously they're 0-2. If they complete the comeback, they make it 1-2. They then end the day on a high. They know that they can come back here in a tournament like this. I'm trying to set it up, Zodi. Don't lose the fight. There we go. However, will eventually be overwhelmed. But he gets the information. It will go 1-2 if they're able to win and convert this. I'm coping. Let me cope. End the day on a high. Thinking, okay, we can do this. We can come back. We've beaten alternate attacks on one of their best maps. It's still a long way away from that being a possibility, but the fact it is a possibility in the first place is full credit to Viperio and the way that they are playing in the tail end of this second half. Obviously, alternate attacks are just looking for exits here. aTTaX is going to be lining up a flashbang over the top here through the leaves, and Regan might catch it. No, tucks in towards the short pipe, now won't be affected by it.
Just a little bit too long, I think.
Yeah, nicely done, though. Well handled as well from Viperio. Keeping 4 alive here in the crunch time of this game. It's very important indeed. More than enough money to invest here for alternate attacks. I'm looking at aTTaX. He can drop this AK, but that means he'd have to go glass cannon. MMS buys a Nova and then sells it again. CS2, baby, we're here.
Yeah, thank God we're in that situation. And, well, an interesting situation. We've got a little update on one of the other games. Para have just taken down Guild Eagles.
Wow, okay.
13-9, handing them their first loss here in this round robin.
Okay, so they're now both 2-1. Obviously, with Para losing to Sampy earlier on this stream. Three spotting players. Very important going around here. Interesting boost as well, Goody. Being Freeze's table, but he doesn't see anything. Because Viperio are already up the stairs, and they are creeping, encroaching very close on aTTaX's position. A little bit of an off angle, but needs to be careful, because he is completely in the open.
Realizing that now, he's going to start to reposition.
Oh no, he's going to smoke Monster, and Zodi's going to peek.
Oh, this timing. No, it's eluded him. Now he knows. He's not going to be revealing himself quite so much. He might just execute straight onto A.
I don't know. This feels like another one of these fakes where you've got Pandito lurking late. But with 50 seconds, the bomb is making its way. You see Pandito, this time it's in towards short. He's quite close where he can come up towards the connector stairs. This all hinges on how much pressure they apply here in towards A. There goes the utility. Pandito comes up the stairs. It's going to be this execute. aTTaX drops his utility. Player still out towards long. aTTaX is full blind, burning alive as well. And the nade blows open the smoke. Orzek passes the test with flying colours. And aTTaX isn't even needed yet. 4 versus 2. Bomb still needs to be committed. And aTTaX is playing with his food. Alternate attacks. They make it to map point.
What a way to do it. What a defense. I really liked actually watching that round from aTTaX POV just because he drops that defensive smoke. There's flames at his back, flames at his front, and then his smoke, which is giving him cover, gets blown up in front of him. And once it fades, he walks straight back into it. Great way to close out that round. And for alternate attacks, they find their way to map point. Viperio, I like the idea. Executing, alternate attacks didn't have the read. They just couldn't find those kills.
Been getting so much space out A. That's the thing that's been really interesting this entire T half out of Viperio. They've been getting the room to maneuver. It's just that final step on towards the bomb site. What a nade onto MMS. The AWPer deals a devastating blow on towards Viperio and their chances here in this third BO1.
Yeah, worth highlighting. MMS is the highest fragger in the server at the moment as well. Having a great game for Viperio. Bomb to be collected. And again, they want to try out a... MMS has walked past the AWPer. Also, I think just spotted. You can see that jump peak now coming into play. Smoke deployed to give space for Orzek to work.
Panics. Oh, we've seen him. Has to have seen him. Now can isolate the kill, and does. Mango will fall. And then,
4 CTs
look
here.
at this, they're pushing as well. I think they might have even seen them go down connector. Pandito is out B, but keep your eyes on Monster Perks. Back turned, will find Pandito, and now the crunch is coming in from connector.
Not fully cleared. Perks able to get away with murder, but MMS... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Getting ready to lay down the path of Viperio into that round, but 3 kills in literally a second ends it, and alternate attacks take the map.
And it's a familiar feeling for Viperio, where they're 0-3, but that really isn't a fair reflection.